If you find yourself constantly falling short on the goals you set yourself, you never really manage to do the things you want to do. You set New Year's resolutions and they never work. You set weight loss goals and they never work. You set financial targets and you never reach them. I'm willing to bet that I know the exact reason why you're not hitting them. And there's one simple fix that you can implement today to make sure that you can move towards those goals. Now, to get to the bottom of this, we first need to understand that there are two types of goals in life. There are process-related goals and there are outcome-related goals. Now, as the name suggests, a process-related goal is where you set a goal to follow a process. That might be 4 days a week, I'm going to go to the gym. That might be each month, I'm going to save 20% of my disposable income and put it into a bank where I don't touch. That might be once a week, I'm going to go on a new date to meet somebody, right? These things are process-related goals where you make an agreement with yourself to do something frequently and consistently that in the moment seems really insignificant. And somewhere down the line, that will all add up to reach an outcome, but you're not really focused just on the outcome. You're focused primarily on the process that will get you to the outcome. Now, that type of goal is rare, and it's rare for a few reasons that I'll go into in a minute. But first, let's look at outcome-related goals. Now, outcome-based goals are the most common kind of goals that people set, but they're also the easiest to fall short on. So rather than saying you're going to go to the gym X times a week, or you're going to go on X number of dates, or you're going to save X amount of money like you did with the process-based goal, you say, I want to save £10,000 for a mortgage deposit. That's the goal. I want a girlfriend. That's the goal. I want to have six-pack abs, and that's the goal, right? Now, people focus on the outcome, and then they get a few weeks in and they realize it's difficult and they stop because the outcome is so far away that if the outcome is the goal and the goal is hard to reach, it's very hard to keep yourself in check and stay motivated. Whereas with process-related goals, if the goal is literally just to show up, if the goal is to do the immediate thing that's in front of you today, the thing that's on your to-do list, and not look too far ahead, not be overly concerned about when you're going to have that mortgage deposit, when you're going to have that boyfriend or girlfriend, when you're going to have those abs, but rather just say, actually, I'm going to follow this process and I'm going to do the thing however many times it takes with my eyes closed, ignoring the goal, ignoring the outcome, and just follow the process blindly for as long as it takes. And maybe it'll take me 2 years to save the mortgage deposit. Maybe it'll take me 5, but frankly, I don't care because I know that 10% of the income that I have each month is going to be saved regardless. You'll get there far more reliably. The same with going to the gym, right? If your goal is I want six-pack abs, how do you begin to even measure that? Like, what does that even mean? You're just going to turn up to the gym every day, like blindly and hope for the best until something happens. And then when it doesn't, give up and not do it. Like, these are terrible goals. Whereas if you say, actually, I'm just going to turn up to the gym 4 times a week and twice a week during those sessions, I'm going to do some sort of core finisher at the end. And I'm going to track my macros every day to make sure I'm in a slight calorie deficit. Following the process, having your goal as the process and just following that will probably get you there eventually, right? The mechanics behind these goals are fairly predictable, whereas just focusing on the outcome of the goal without the process means that you probably won't get there. Now, I have a theory as to why people go for outcomes rather than processes. And it's that you can speak about the goal you have and get praise for it immediately. If you say, I want to lose 5 stone, people around you are going to say, well done, you want to lose 5 stone, that's incredible, you're so amazing, I couldn't do it, right? And you get that kind of congratulations and the dopamine rush and the sense of outcome from an outcome-based goal before you have the outcome. And so when things get difficult, when you've already had that good feeling of everybody saying, well done, I can't believe you're doing that, that's amazing, but then it's difficult to actually get to the outcome, what is the incentive? What's the incentive to keep going if you've already felt good about the outcome, but you haven't actually achieved it? And to achieve it is difficult, so you just take the path of least resistance like everybody does. I've done it myself. We all do it. Whereas if your goal is, I'm going to have a 300 calorie deficit, just forever until I'm where I want to be, or you're going to go to the gym 4 times a week, or you're going to go on a date once a month, or you're going to save 10% of your income, or you're going to do literally any of these process-related goals, you're going to be continuously, reliably moving towards the outcomes you want without having to first tell everybody what you're going to do, get the congratulations and cash out early. That's what people are doing. They're cashing out early. And I've been training for a half marathon recently and I fell victim to this exact thing, which is I told people I'm running a half marathon and I got all of the praise, all of the congratulations, all of the, oh my God, I could never do that. I can hardly run for a bus, ha ha ha, like the things people say, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy, I'm gonna run a half marathon. But then at some point I had to stop focusing on the outcome as the goal and I had to focus on the process because I could not run and I need to run like 14 miles, which means that for 250 days leading up to the half marathon, which is getting close now, I had to just wake up and put my trainers on and go and run a kilometer, and then 5k, and then 10k, and then 15k, and build up and put in the work. I had to follow the process. There is a 0% chance that if I just focused solely on the goal of running a half marathon and then turned up on the day to cash in on that goal, I would have got there. I had to follow the process, and the same is true with everything I do, right? These videos you're watching right now on this YouTube channel here, I'm not going to tell you what the outcome-based goal is for this, because frankly, I don't know. I don't have an outcome-based goal. It's not that I want 1 million subscribers. It's not that I want 100 million views. I just want to publish videos consistently. My goal is to follow the process, and where that process takes me, I don't know. But I think that it's a far more reliable way to get more out of this channel, to get more out of my life, than to set a big goal, be demoralized about the fact that I'm not near it, give up and not do anything. The only goal with these videos is to publish videos consistently. The only goal of me going to the gym is to go to the gym consistently. You know, it's cool to say in 5 years' time I want a house and a wife and this and that. They're fine. I'm not saying don't set those goals, but in the immediate moment, if you're actually really serious about achieving something, what you actually need to be doing is putting in place the processes that turn you into the kind of person that can achieve the outcome-based goals that you have, right? Become the person who achieves the financial target, become the person who has the kind of body, become the person who grows the kind of business or achieves the kind of career that you want, and then follow that process blindly for years. If you do that, you will get far closer to your goals, rather than sitting around and telling everybody what you're going to do, doing it for a few weeks when it feels good and you have momentum, and then giving up. So if you're not reaching your goals, if you feel like you've spent the past few years of your life stuck in the mud, spinning your wheels, not really getting anywhere despite trying, the reason for that, I'm willing to bet, is because you're setting far too many outcome-based goals and far too few process-based goals. And so that's the immediate change you can make today. Just look at your goals for this year, for next year, for your life, for whatever it will be. Ask yourself, who is the kind of person who achieves those goals, and then turn those things into a process, right? Make a list of the things you do every week to move yourself towards those goals, and then just follow them. They're not exciting, they're not interesting, and they won't get you praise from your friends, but process-related goals will get you far further ahead in life than any outcome-related goal ever will.